The Chicago PD is now crediting another murder to King Von. Now, here's a situation with this whole King Von thing, right? The Chicago PD is acting like they just connected the dots recently. They just, we connected the dots. We figured it out. Get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Y'all niggas knew King Von did all this shit all that time ago. Y'all just didn't say anything. Y'all sat there on the information and didn't do anything about it. Y'all sat there and allowed O-Block to run wild and reign supreme for about 10 years, dissing everybody, shooting up everybody in mama house and killing everybody. Y'all sat there and let it happen for 10 years and didn't do shit about it. Facts. It's a fact. Chicago PD didn't do shit. And how do we know y'all didn't do a goddamn thing? The Illinois Bureau of Investigation did not come up with a RICO for O-Block. Facts. See, Atlanta has cleaned up its own mess with YSL. Chicago refused to do anything about O-Block. It took the feds coming in and saying, okay, party's over. I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas got going on over here. I don't know what you're doing, Chicago. I don't know what well, we know what you're doing, O-Block. This shit is about to stop. We'll be taking them. Why did it take the feds doing that for Chicago? Somebody help me understand. See, I believe the police knew King Von did these things. Do y'all really believe these O-Block gang members are well organized? You think they hid all the evidence? You think they were... No, bro. Chicago was willing to let these O-Block folks destroy one another and kill each other. They were willing to let the ops exterminate themselves. That's how Chicago was handling these murders. They're not interested in solving these gang murders because they know the truth. These are gang members killing each other. And as far as they're concerned, they're not going to take time out of their day to solve these murders when they can just go solve something else more important. I guarantee you, Chicago is more than likely solving civilian murders instead of gang murders most of the time. They're not concerned about solving murders between gang members, especially when people like King Von and others have been sitting there tweeting about who they killed hours after the person died, and the Chicago PD never once linked those tweets to any of these crimes. Never. Yo, O-Block has given enough evidence for the biggest RICO in history, and yet they only received the RICO literally a full 10 years after they got into the limelight. Somebody make it make sense. Why did it take the feds jumping in? So ultimately, with this King Von new body situation, he's been credited with the killing of Modell this time, right? Originally, they credited him with Malcolm Stuckey. He beat that case, but let's tell the truth. I mean, come on. King Von basically acted like he killed Malcolm Stuckey. He was just upset about the fact that his co-defendant snitched on him. Then you got the KI killing. King Von has referenced that multiple times and has admitted to killing her multiple times. Even in his song War With Us, he admits to killing KI. Like he says, put a pretty hot bitch in the morgue. So obviously King Von, according to King Von, had something to do with killing KI. Now we got the Modell killing. It's increasingly clear to me that the police are just going to keep unraveling all these murders and just throw them on King Von. And it's an insult to the entire community and to the city of Chicago for y'all to all of a sudden have all this magical information on King Von when he's dead. You really expect me to believe King Von genuinely, truthfully would have gotten locked up by the Illinois Bureau of Investigation on RICO? Hell no. It would have taken the feds. Or Atlanta. Atlanta probably would have stepped in and handled him and Dirk. But Illinois, Chicago, they're not cleaning up their own mess. They're allowing their mess to spread to other states and cities and fuck shit up for everybody else. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. This situation is just an insult to everybody. The Chicago PD at this point need to just keep this shit to themselves because they really expect everybody to sit there and believe that they just connected the dots. How is it that y'all just connected the dots? How? This is the most high-profile gang in y'all city since the Mafia. This is the most high-profile gang in y'all city since the Mafia. And yet y'all knew so little about them that they were able to go 10 years untouched. You really expect us to believe that? I don't believe that. What I believe is that somewhere along the line, y'all decided, we're done trying to stop gang wars. We're done trying to investigate gang murders. We're going to let these people exterminate themselves and destroy themselves. Ultimately, I'm not taking King Von's side here. Not at all. In the slightest. But it's real clear to me that Illinois and Chicago don't give a fuck about the black community that's being killed off in Chicago and Illinois. They don't care. No big deal to them. No big whoop. Niggas like King Von and the rest were allowed to do whatever they wanted to do for 10 years, and it took the feds coming in and solve that and fix that. What's going on? What's going on? Somebody help me understand. Somebody make it make sense. So, you know, this news is not what the Chicago PD thinks they're doing. They're not, y'all are not bringing closure to be, like, I'm not going to speak for the families because I'm not a family member of any of the victims, but this is an insult. To anybody who's really thinking about this on a deeper level, this is blatant disrespect. Blatant disrespect. These niggas used to self-snitch and still to this day, self-snitch on Twitter so much about every murder they committed that the fact that y'all are coming up with King Von killed Modell 10 years later, get the fuck out of here. Stop. Y'all ain't coming up with no bright ideas. Y'all have been out. Y'all are not coming up with anything special. These are not bright ideas. Stop acting like y'all are onto something. No, y'all knew this shit the whole time. I firmly believe that they knew and didn't act on it. Had no intention of acting on it. And now all of a sudden, when other people are getting RICO'd in other cities and other cities are starting to hold their people accountable, now Chicago wants to act like we hold our people accountable. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop. New York hit Casanova with the RICO. Y'all wanted to talk about K.I. killed, King Von killed K.I. Atlanta hits YSL with the RICO. King Von killed Modell. Too late for that shit. Y'all had ample opportunity to get rid of these niggas. Y'all had ample opportunity to get rid of O Block and you didn't do shit. Now y'all want to sit here and make it seem like y'all are heroes and want to help the community and y'all want to solve murders. Stop. Just stop. This shit is just disrespectful on so many levels. I can't even fucking describe. Can't even describe this shit. Disrespectful on so many levels. So this Modell killing. In this killing, Modell obviously died, and somebody who was with them was paralyzed for the rest of their life. The two people who were involved in the shooting were allegedly T-Roy, because one of them is described as being 5'2", and the other is described as being taller. That one is considered to be King Von. According to the witnesses, Dave Von Bennett was present at the shooting. So obviously, King Von and T-Roy were involved in the killing. King Von mentions T-Roy being involved in multiple killings with him. Ultimately, I'm looking at this, and it's like, the amount of evidence that King Von himself and his homeboys have given, for the Chicago PD to come in this late in the game and say, we figured it out, guys. It's unbelievably disrespectful. I can't even fathom like who's coming up with this shit. Their PR team needs to get together and figure out what the fuck is going on over there. And from this point on, Chicago and Illinois needs to get tougher on the gangs in their cities. Tougher. Because Atlanta's handling their problems, New York is handling their problems, and now Philly's about to join up in cleaning up their mess. Chicago, this shit is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. As many killings as y'all got per fucking year, the fact that y'all are not as hard on your crime as Atlanta or Philly or New York is embarrassing. This shit has got to stop. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.